Okay, folks, let's see what we have here. This will be an interesting piece. I've got my fan going in the lounge room. Hopefully that'll cool down the house. I haven't got it in here because it'll obviously blow the papers around. So I can't run the fan in here. The nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. It's going to be a hottie today on Australia Day 2023. It's going to be the hottest day since last year in 2022, if I'm correct. Anyway, let's see what we're demoing with. We're demoing with here. I've screwed it up further. I'm using it's a chewing gum wrapper. So we just found this on the pavement or near a council building, and someone's just let. And I found out it's got the number 5 written all over it. So it's one of those types of foils. I thought they were cigarette foils, but I think they're the number 5 chewing gum, whatever that is. I don't know if it's Wrigley's or whoever makes it. I just got back from the laundromat about 3/4 of an hour ago just to do my Aussie Day laundry, and that's come up looking shit house. It's looking shit. Yeah, I just did my laundry for Australia Day. Get it out of the way. I don't know how I'm going to make this look any good. It looks shit house. But yeah, I'm really missing a lost partner. His name is Luigi, and he's my lost companion, and I'm trying to get in touch with him. I don't know how this is going to work. Yeah, it looks interesting. It looks darker. You can see some of the pattern, but it looks shit house still. Still doesn't look like much to it. Maybe I'll leave the dock feeder open. It's crooked anyway. I don't want it on an angle like that. So I'm just going to lighten it up. Got it on dot matrix, which should hopefully darken it nicely. I think it's a bit on an angle, or is it just it's angled like that? I'm just going to leave the dock feeder open, make it easier anyway. But yeah, it's a very Australian sort of a day. Of course, I must admit, I don't feel Australian. I don't feel like I belong to the cultural side of our nation. I don't feel like I have a place anywhere in this fucking country. I did some stupid things when I was young, and that's what led to my demise as an artist, my downfall, that I didn't take advantage of my creativity when it was popular, when it was starting to become popular. Now I have to pay the price for not being me, for not being myself when I should have been myself. It really hurts my feelings that I can't be a part of the celebration that is Australia Day. It really feels like I'm a misfit, like I don't count, like I don't have a place. But I'm trying to get myself on the 6 o'clock news, and if they could show me some clemency and put my stuff up, I could indeed become a part of society instead of being a person living with disability, because it gets really boring focusing on what I can't do instead of what I can do. That's come up looking quite interesting. I do wonder if maybe that's not quite what I'm after. I think we'll use that. But it's really difficult trying to work with my disability. I had a cord around my neck and I came out breech when I was a baby, and that fucked up my oxygen supply. And it means that my short-term memory and my hippocampus don't function very well, and they're responsible for learning and all that sort of stuff. And I wondered why I had so much trouble at school and why I hated learning, because I just couldn't learn. And I was always given pressure, and that's come up looking better on that setting. I was always given pressure from my mum and my dad and maybe to a lesser extent my brother, but mainly my mum and dad were applying pressure on me to succeed as a school student, and I just couldn't perform, and it really upset myself. It really upset my feelings. I just couldn't provide, and I had no knowledge of what was wrong. I never made the connection between that breech birth thing and the cord around my neck being the issue that drove my disability and drove me fucking nuts. So, it drove me nuts. I just couldn't be the person I was expected to be, and socially as well. I do believe I have high functioning autism, or otherwise known as Asperger's syndrome, and that would have meant that my social life was compromised, and I just couldn't perform in any of the social or the academic ways. If I didn't have that brain damage, I could have maybe succeeded academically as an Aspie, but having this comorbidity can be really difficult, and it really hurts my feelings that I can't go anywhere, and I'm trying my hardest to present myself as an artist. I'm trying to get my art recognised, because this is my primary talent, and I'm really dying to get it recognised to folks. I really don't want to be just a face in the crowd and feel like when I don't celebrate Australia Day, folks. I don't feel there's any reason to, because I'm lonely. I'm not with my partner either, so I don't have a social side to my day as an Aussie, and I don't feel Australian, even though I was born to Australian parents. And I was born in Guam, which is a US naval base, or Air Force base, or military base, I think you could call it. But I wasn't there for any more than, say, 2 weeks after I was born, so I wasn't there very long, so I didn't develop the American accent or much of the American culture and way of life. I never developed all that because I wasn't there long enough, but I still feel I do have an allegiance to the US, I must admit. I do have a soft spot for them, but I'm an Aussie. Aussie is what I primarily identify as. I can't live in overseas anyway with my disability. I wouldn't be able to survive. There's no Centrelink over there or anything equivalent to Centrelink, so I've got to be grateful that I can receive those benefits, even though I want to go on television and get recognised as an artist and no longer be needing to take Centrelink benefits. I really want to get off Centrelink, folks, and I'm trying to get Channel 9 interested in what I'm doing, and it's really proving to be difficult. They don't seem to care that I want to make I want to give most of my money away. I want to still earn a lot and keep a lot, but I want to give more than 10% of it away. And basically I want to help others. I'm not interested in just keeping it to myself. I'm not interested in just being a selfish little money fucking slut. I want to make a difference in the world, and I want to give back to society that what they've given me, or beyond what they've given me. So if I can get off Centrelink Channel 9, so Channel 9, if you can get me off Centrelink by airing my material on the 6 o'clock news, I'll be forever grateful, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, because I don't want to be a burden on the taxpayer's wallet, because I am an artist, I am talented, I can do it. It's just that I don't have any opportunities to do it, to get successful, to make money out of it. And if you can just shoot me to the top, I will get off. Once I start earning enough, I'll start leaving Centrelink. I want to leave Centrelink, folks. It's not dignified for a smart person, a talented person like myself, to have their talent go to waste, languishing on social security. However much I'm entitled to it, I don't want to be on it anymore, folks. I really am sick of it. I'm bored of it. And I won't be able to survive because of the cost of living is going up faster than my Centrelink and my Australian Disability Enterprise job, ADE, sheltered workshop in old language parlance. So I don't want to work doing packaging all the time and earning a pittance because of my disability. I want to fucking thrive, and I want to go somewhere and make a difference. So that's come up looking quite a treat, and I think we can now call this demo. Woo! Quits.